New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. My name is Muro. I'm a prayer practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and it is my delight and my honor to be able to spend time with you in prayer. You know, on the days that I pray here on the network, you're actually the first people I speak with. So it is truly a spiritual community for me, and I am delighted to be able to do what I do here. And what I do is pray. This is what we're all about here on the New Thought Media Network. It's about being able to affirm our truth, being able to align with our truth, being able to know just who and whose we are, and to bring that into our life. So anything that you would like prayer for, please, by all means, let me know. You can put something into the chat right now, into the comments, and I would be more than happy to hold your intention in my prayer. Or you can submit a request this way, going to www.ntmedia.org/prayer. And you can either request a prayer or even a prayer session with a minister or a practitioner. Prayer sessions allow you to go deeper into the prayer. And whatever it is that you need, we are here for you. So, let me see. Oh, good morning, Lori. Blessings to you as well. Magnificent practitioner, Lori Carlson. Brilliant author, poet, speaker. A blessing to have her in my life, most certainly. All right, so let's talk about my inspiration for today. This comes from Science of Mind magazine. And it says, the Buddha asks, who is your enemy? Mind is your enemy. Who is your friend? Mind is your friend. Learn the ways of the mind. Tend the mind with care. You know, considering that this comes from Science of Mind magazine, the importance of how we treat our mind and how we understand it, how we train it, is extremely important. Oh, hello, Atma. Good to see you. Peace and paradise to you as well. Good morning, Annie. All right, so think about ways in which your mind is your enemy or your friend. And let's talk about, let's talk in prayer about what this will mean for us. So I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever is comfortable and safe for you to do, and just be present to this moment. This is one of the ways that we can tend the mind with care. And so as I bring myself fully present to this moment, and I ensure that whatever has come before this time, whatever is going to come after this time, can just sit quietly. To recognize that this sacred moment is made sacred by our presence, by our ability to truly align with spirit. Now, I know without a doubt that spirit is always within. I know that spirit is always around me. I know that the community of creation is always a part of who and whose I am. But I need to be able to not only accept that, but I also need to take advantage of that. I recognize, for example, that since the consciousness of our society, the consciousness of the world, the consciousness of all has an effect on me, has an effect on each and every one of us. I recognize that what I bring into my mind consciously, what I bring into my mind subconsciously, has an effect on all that I think, say, and do. And so for me, I need to be able to tend and cultivate. We often use the example of a garden. We talk about how a thought is like a seed and it goes into the soil being the law which always says yes. So if I plant weeds, the weeds of depression, the weeds of fear, the weeds of uncertainty and doubt, the weeds of lack, then I am growing those seeds into the weeds of discord. I'm growing them into ways that entangle my mind, entangle my heart, rather than uplifting, rather than invigorating. And so for me to tend my mind, one of the things that I know that is so important for me to do is to release those things which do not serve. So in some cases, that means not allowing things in. When I read the paper, when I look at the news, when I see those headlines, I get to choose what I am going to do with that information. Information, but not necessarily knowledge. There are so many things that come at me each and every day that I have to take conscious decision to discern whether or not this is something that is indeed true or not. I have to discern whether this is something that is bringing an important message to me, or it is simply blaring out and covering up that still small voice within, the voice of spirit. I get to decide what I bring in, not at all times, but I do get to decide all the time how I want to handle that, how I want to allow it to be part of me or not, how I want it to inform me or how I want it to hold me back. And there is nothing that is worth limiting my life. Nothing that is good in life is limiting. Oh, yes, the body has its physical limitations, but we are not designed to last forever in this physical form, but we are designed by the great designer, by the creator, by the force, the source and supply of all, to be eternal. Our divine self has no end at all. Our divine self has no limitation. Our divine self can always be present. And so for me, as I eliminate those things, I uproot those weeds, going down all the way into the deep roots of where they are, not simply lopping them off at the top, but going down deep, ripping them out, getting them out of the garden of my self. Now I can plant the seeds that produce beauty and love and respect and honesty and authenticity, compassion. This is what I need in my life. This is what I need to tend. This is what I need to grow. And so I allow my mind to be nourished. I allow my spirit to be nourished. I see my mind and I give it the compassion that it sometimes needs, so I don't punish myself because of my monkey mind running around wild. No, I bring calm. I bring a sense of understanding. I bring a sense of what is mine to do in this moment? What is mine to learn? What is mine to release? What is mine to do? In this way, I call upon the wisdom of the One. I call upon the Christ consciousness, which is a term that simply means all of the consciousness of the One, regardless of what your specific religious belief might be. There is the Creator, and the Creator's consciousness is where we exist. And so allowing myself to open to the fullness of consciousness, allowing myself to see and to feel that greater consciousness, allowing myself to see and feel the goodness, the love, all of this brings about a greater sense of comfort, a greater sense of calm, a greater sense of compassion for myself and for others. And I allow that light, I allow that love to shine, because I, as is the case for each and every one of us, each of us is the place where the light and the love of the One can shine in this world. Whether we say God, we say Allah, we say Gaia, we say the universe, we're all speaking to the same deity, the same entity, the same life force, the same love. And so today, my prayer is for each of us to mind our garden, to tend to our mind, to allow ourselves the beauty and the freedom of taking truth and employing it as best we possibly can. In confidence, in joy, in absolute thanksgiving, I release this word to the law, because I know that the law always says yes. And so it is. It's all love. Hi. Hello, Mara. And so it is. Yes, yes, amen. Yes, indeed. All right, folks. Tend to that garden. Mind your mind. And know that you are love. Oh my goodness, you are love. Have a magnificent day. Until I meet with you again, I do know that you are both loved and love. Be well.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.